Ladies and gentlemen, all rise for the RankKing's court.
Ladies and gentlemen, good fucking evening. We're here on the last RankKing's court of 2021. And while it wasn't as much of a shit year as 2020, could have been a little bit better.
Could have been a little better, yeah. That's for sure.
But here's the thing. We have boys in there. I don't know what to call you, Josh, because it's like
the highlight of the bench.
Everyone,
come on. Everybody knows that.
Okay, all right, yeah, right. So we have Oracle Vo always with us, working behind the scenes and on the scene in camera. We have the beautiful. You thought I was gonna say you. It's like, I was gonna say the beautiful sponsorship of both Union Fitness Studios and cold as the Rockies Coors Light, and of course, our special guest of the evening, the highlight of the bench himself. Would want no one more on our last show of 2021 than you.
Oh,
Josh,
thank you.
welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome back.
I appreciate being
welcome
here.
Back.
Thank you for having me.
It does sound better when somebody else says the highlight of the bench. Like,
Right.
when you say it yourself, it's not as cool, but when he
Okay.
said it,
See,
it's not a bad nickname.
Don't take it personally. You know, I call myself king every day, so it's like I do it myself, but you know,
I got a little bit of an ego, you know. Got to stroke it sometimes.
gotta all have it, yeah. When's the last time we had you on, Josh? Was it
Oh, I don't know. That was
did
probably June or July, I think.
shit, so it's been a little bit.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
But we're here, man.
It's
I'm
good to be here.
feeling a lot better, as you can tell. Still filled with the cool, refreshing nature that drives me of our beautiful sponsorship of Coors PGH with Coors Light, always keeping the blood flowing through Rocky Mountain waters.
Don't break anything.
Might happen.
Gentlemen, it seems crazy that I honestly wanted this to be like the 60th episode to end off 2021, but 61st isn't bad. I mean, we're still fucking kicking, which is insane, right?
I don't know how. I don't know how we're still going.
Because
right
I'm
now.
tuning in.
Yeah.
As long as I'm tuning in.
You might
See,
have to-
he
you might have
says
to pull
this.
it up and watch this too.
Hold on. So, well, hold on. He said as soon as he's tuning in.
Okay, so the past couple
Wasn't the
weeks,
last couple episodes we had? We were like, hey, Forager. Zero.
listen, I've had to work. You know,
Yeah.
I can't get around.
Oh,
that.
don't act like responsibility goes up above drinking above
Sometimes
friends.
Sometimes I'm an adult.
He did text me the order last week, but
That's
I
it.
saw it after
Like-
the fact. But
What, like 15 minutes after we already?
yeah, after the show, I think I saw.
I
the
did
text, but-
randomly just be like, oh shit, it was like 7 o'clock, and I'm like, oh, I need to send something.
But before we do anything here, I am going to be very merry, and I'm going to gift a sub
Oh.
for anyone that's out there. So sub has been gifted, and it's all set. Go, let's make the fucking purchase. There we go. Okay.
Mrs. Glass. All right, Mrs. Glass.
Congrats. Woo!
Yeah, now I can't get back to my comments for some reason.
She probably got blocked. That was really nice of you, Austin, though.
Thank you.
That's extremely nice.
I like to think so. I mean, but yes, there you go, Mrs. Gless. There is your gifted sub. I guess I'm just chopped liver, says Miss Morgan McGee.
Miss Morgan McGee.
That's what I said, yeah.
Morgan McGee.
I wanna point it out that this
Morgan Marie.
I'm calling it. It's Miss Morgan McGee.
I
You
kinda
are
like
now
it as
known
McGee.
as Miss Morgan fucking McGee.
I like it. I miss Morgan McGee.
But yeah, it's you're not chopped liver. It's random. So are you saying you're not already subscribed to the channel?
You should already be subscribed.
Yeah, I was just hoping it didn't go to me because I don't think I subscribed yet this month.
Yeah, we don't need another one of those.
I was waiting for it to happen.
But Vo and Josh, where are you two lovely men located this evening?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the RankKing's court is live to... Oh, my. What was that? Ooh. All right.
That was you trying to get the kids' attention there. Squeaky voice.
The RankKing's court is live today from the Union Fitness Studios, located on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. Union Fitness is more than a traditional gym. It is a place where you can transform yourself inside and out with a variety of classes based around fitness, yoga, strength, and performance training. At Union Fitness, they believe that it is their duty to hold themselves and their clients to a higher standard. They practice what they preach and uphold the values that make Union Fitness the community that it is. Go to unionfitness.com today to sign up for a consultation. Through Union, there is strength.
So, Miss Morgan finally subscribed to Tier 1. Thank you very much.
For 5 months. That's a big deal.
Says nervous.
I was a little nervous there.
After
Morgan.
the voice crack, yeah.
Yeah.
We're on a hype train, too, by the way.
Woo!
Are we on a hype train?
We're on a hype train.
Shit, are we really?
That's
Hey.
without 400 in the comments, too.
That's crazy.
We need Denny here. Denny, you tuning in?
Everybody donate bits if you want to see me back on the RankKing's court. I can't fill Greg's shoes, but I can do my best.
Greg does have some pretty big feet. You know what they say about big feet? I'm saying.
What do they say?
I don't know. Big enough throats for you to chug more Coors Light. So
He has some nice kicks too. So
there you go. So it is 2021, right on the cups of it ending, gentlemen. There's been a lot that's gone on this fucking year, to say the least. Again, not as crazy as whatever the hell 2020 was, because that was
rough.
I don't even know. I don't even remember it. It's like PTSD. Like I'll go shop for toilet paper and be like, yeah, and voice it like in my head, like, oh. But we're here, and we got a lot to talk to you about tonight. Do we want to bring up a little bit about last week? Because last week was our Christmas episode.
Yeah, since 400 didn't see, we can bring it up. Because I don't know
All right,
if
let's
it's
bring it
on
up.
graphic or anything.
I did check it out.
So we had the top 10 Christmas songs last week, and of course the ranking put Mariah Carey's number 1.
Didn't want it.
He was not happy about that. I will throw that out
I get
there.
why you did it. I completely understand.
He was actually mad.
I just hate it.
Like he got mad
I'm with you.
on
I
screen
hate it.
here that he had it as number 1.
It was not a great thing for me to do, but it had to be done, sadly. We had the top 10 Christmas songs. We had a debate of a great propriety.
Which you won.
I should have.
I give you the win.
He
You
gave
know,
you the win, but he said because of Die Hard. He said
because it's
everyone
not
said
a
Die
fucking
Hard's a
Christmas.
Christmas movie, but you're saying
not.
it's not a. You're saying it's not a Christmas movie.
It's not. It's 100%
Everybody
not
else
a
is saying
Christmas.
it is a Christmas movie.
It's a non-Christmas movie.
Now
what
you're
it is.
changing your words up.
No, I'm just saying.
Well, that's what we put on. Was our non-Christmas movie.
Yeah, but
Movies
everybody
that
else
we
is
like
oh,
to
that's
watch.
a good Christmas movie. Like,
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
guess people didn't understand the assignment, I guess, but it's fine. The whole point of it was to put a movie that was always debated as a Christmas movie, but we were arguing why it wasn't a Christmas movie. And Die Hard is one of the most biggest slaps in the face to be a Christmas movie.
Okay, now that you're saying this, I take my vote back.
It's fine. You can take it back.
Vo wins now.
Yeah.
Take it back. Shove it. I don't give a shit. Because it's not a fucking Christmas movie. It's not.
He's
Even
never seen
Bruce
the
Willis.
Santa Claus.
Even Bruce Willis came out himself live and was like, Die Hard's not a fucking Christmas movie.
Well, fuck you.
If the
and fuck
actor
Bruce
in the
Willis.
movie is saying that it wasn't a Christmas movie, chances are it's not a fucking Christmas movie.
Oh, real quick, can I ask a request of you?
Oh.
Can I
Okay.
give a shout out, real quick?
Yeah, you can do
I
that.
You
Why
should have
not?
said no.
I meant to do it earlier and I just completely
Like,
forgot. I was
no,
real
you-
nervous. So
Like, no, you piece of shit. You can't. Yeah, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
just
What do
want
you
to
got?
give a shout out to my yo Mason. What's up, buddy?
Mason, if you're out there, that was a big hard
That
yo.
was a big
that
hard
was
yo.
just sent.
That might have been
from
the
the
first yo on the
highlight.
show.
I think it might have been the first yo on the show.
Yeah. Good job.
Thank you. Yo, yo, yo.
Jesus Christ.
Took 61
All right.
episodes to get a yo on the show.
Jesus. All right, let's get into all what today is about. Because, like I said, after this week, it will be officially 2022. There's been a lot that's been going on everywhere in 2021, and we got a lot to talk about. So, without further ado, let's get on with our first radical ranking of the evening. Alrighty. So, as everyone knows, I'm a big proprietor of the use of media for the show. And there's two big things of media. Both are going to be addressed in these radical rankings. But in the first one, we're going to top the top bangers of 2021. The top bangers.
Can you see the comments?
I heard there's one from no shout out for your mom. What's up with that?
Pecker Wrecker 412. What's up, man? Mom, I love you.
Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate
It's a
it.
big
Appreciate it. I think
It's
my
an
brother's there
interesting-
too. What's up, Zach?
there's an interesting name. Pecker Wrecker.
Pecker Wrecker.
I'm crying right now. That's a good one.
Ay. Yeah, so the first one we're going to get into, the top bangers of 2021. There's been a lot of great songs that have been put out in 2021. I put on my personal favorites due to popularity, due to over grossness of shenanigans and everything that's put into it with memes. I think number one's going to surprise a lot of people, though. I think it's going to. I think everyone's going to think it's something. You're going to be sadly mistaken.
Can I just
So-
tell you that I was looking through the bangers of 2021, and I saw very little.
Yeah, there weren't many good songs this year.
Yeah, it's a garbage dump to choose from, but this is what we have. Let's start off with number 5, one that it took me a little bit to get into, just from what it was. But number 5, this is Way Too Sexy, Drake, Future, and Young Thug.
I heard it once.
Yeah.
I
It's-
heard it a couple times and I changed it all the time.
Yeah.
It's weird because it's technically the most popular song on Certified Lover Boy, but it's not entirely like the best. It's more or less put on for the feature point of view, but you have to argue the comic relief that has been given into the song with Future and Young Thug, and just they're having fun with it. Like, they know they're already top. There's nowhere to go up, from there. You can only go down to the bottom. I don't know if it'll ever hit the bottom, honestly, but there's a lot of parodies in this video. There's a lot of comic standings. Like, Drake knows at this point, like, it's a die-in road. So overall, though, it's a weird song to put on here, but I think it's properly placed at least.
I think if a song has a very good video, even if the song's like a little lackluster, it still brings it up a little bit. And I haven't seen the video, but maybe if I watched it,
From
would
the look of
appreciate it
this,
more.
it looks like a funny video.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
five's probably good for that.
Yeah.
I did do my best with trying to put one artist per thing. So we'll see how that goes down the road here. But number 4 might surprise a lot of you because it should, in retrospect to a lot of people, be up in the top. But number 4, Call Me By Your Name, Montero, Lil Nas X.
Speechless?
I
You love this one, don't you?
no, I didn't care for it. I liked the one with Jack Harlow better.
I mean, this one was okay. The video, little too much, I think.
I think the video exemplifies just how creative an individual can be. The Adam and Eve scene originally at the beginning being proportioned was very interesting. And you have to argue this song made waves throughout the internet, especially through TikTok. I mean,
You're a
this
big
became,
TikToker.
I like to think I am, but
Do you do TikToks?
I don't.
No.
I just watch them.
every time I open TikTok, I have like 10 videos from Austin, and I'll send
true.
like 3 back. So we keep it going.
Okay, all right.
I like to keep it that way. But of course the video ends with, Nas like going down a stripper pole to hell and seducing Satan himself, which I think is absolutely hysterical, to say the least. And like I said, the fact that let's put it this way. This song wasn't meant to be anywhere near the propriety of a kid's song. And Kids Bop fucking took this song and made it their own. And Nas put on for his TikTok, shocked that Kids Bop picked it up.
That's pretty wild.
He was just like, no, like this. But that is number 4. Let's get into more of a little bit more upbeat. It's reminded me a lot of kind of the old days of middle school in a new sense. Number 3, this is Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo.
I had that on my list.
Oh, you made a list too?
I only had like 2 things on there, but Good For You made it.
That's for our friend Jake. Jake's a big fan.
Really?
Yeah.
It
He
reminds
listens to
me
that
of,
album all the time. He told
really?
me. Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of Paramore, so I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, came up with the notion that a lot of people were like, Olivia Rodrigo stole Paramore's sound and made it her own. I wouldn't say she necessarily stole it. I think she adapted it, and I think
Right.
that's what a lot of people have a hard time understanding in the music industry, is that you try to come up with something new, and no matter what you do, it's always going to sound like something else.
Oh yeah.
So, but this was an interesting one based on the fact that how kind of revitalized, like I never pictured when Driver's License came out. I was just like, shit, what the hell? Like, this is another pop yay of just rolling down the highway and shit. But when this song dropped, I said, okay, she's got a little bit of punk to her. I'm not like normally anti-keen on it, but I was fine with it. And to put out all of these songs that are on here are released in 2021. So if something on here did not get on here, it's because maybe it was released in 2020. So I couldn't put it on. So
I like it at 3. It's a good one.
I think it's properly placed.
Yeah. Good placement for it.
It's an elite bowl placement. Look at that elite bowl placement. Like,
So,
Go
what were you
ahead.
gonna say?
I was just gonna say "Industry Baby" was the song that I was looking for. Tyler, thank you.
Oh yeah.
oh, really? Well, it's funny because, I love how fucking spoilers work, because number 2 is in fact Industry Baby, Jack Harlow, Lil Nas X.
Look at that.
It's funny how it works like that.
I rolled
I
right
just-
into that.
I mean, the song itself is fantastic. I constantly see myself with a drink in my hand, and as soon as like Nas comes in, like I just fucking like keen on like throwing it around and shit. The video definitely like took people by storm. I remember watching a couple reactions, and a lot of the reaction was, "Hey, yo, whoa, what the fuck?" It's just,
I don't like
mean,
the video so much, but
it brings to life of just how like boundaries can get crossed in like such a creative, chaotic way that it makes headlines. Like, I love this video. I love the whole aspect of Industry Baby itself. And I think this put number one. I mean, Jack Harlow was kind of doing okay before this, but this kind of definitely put him on the map.
oh yeah,
I don't really know of anything he's brought to the table lately, but that could be along the lines of just success going to one's head. Who the hell knows? But Industry Baby, 100% my number 2. And number fucking 1. This song came out, I want to say like a week ago. And I promise you, it will be the number 1 song of majority through 2022. And if you don't know this one, get on it, because I haven't felt this way about a song. Crossover of genres. Well, I'll go ahead and just bring it up. This one, number 1, this is Broadway Girls, Lil Durk and Morgan Wallen.
Have you heard this one?
I did. I just listened to it the other day. I actually did enjoy it for what it was. It wouldn't be my number 1.
Why do you sound upset to say that?
It wouldn't be my
He's
number
like,
1.
I enjoyed it. It was
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, it
great.
wouldn't be my
Seems
number
like-
1.
seems
I don't
like
know.
A weird combo.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it would have made my top 5, but
Well, here's the thing.
I respect your decision.
I haven't felt a genre swap this big since
Nelly.
Tim McGraw
Nelly.
and Nelly. I haven't felt that.
I heard that
Since,
song the other day too.
I mean, the essence of this, the beat itself, fantastic. Putting Morgan's harsh vocals, and I say harsh in a good way, like harsh, raspy vocals on this track, expels it. Like, it's fucking incredible. And then Dirk comes in and makes it one of the most creative things I've seen and heard in a long, long time. So yes, while it is rarely new, it is 100% already my number 1 of the fucking year. And it will be a number 1, I promise you, through a majority of 2022.
I definitely believe that.
Now, is that number 1 because this year wasn't that great for music?
You could also argue that. I mean,
that's a good question.
here's a lot of the thing too. Songs like Blinding Lights by The Weeknd that ravaged still through 2021 came out in 2020. Stay by The Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber, 2020, couldn't put it on here.
Ooh,
So
Stay,
a lot of
dude, Stay was so good.
I know, but it's 2020. I can't put it on here.
Oh, that was 2020.
Yeah, it got released in 2020.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, I think it got released on like the very eclipse of when 2020 was ending. But still, it's like it's 2020. You know, I can't put it on here.
Right.
And I think a lot of the time when I put bangers on here for a specific reason, because there were definitely songs that were very soft and very elegant. But I'm not looking for that shit. I'm looking for fucking bangers. I'm looking at shit to get turned up at the club.
You trying to
and
turn
fuck
up
off.
on New Year's Eve?
That's exactly. And 100%, you know, Broadway Girls is going to be number 1.
You know what? I can turn up to that. I'm with
I'm
you.
saying. You have any idea how fucking expensive Morgan Wallen tickets are? It's $160 for Lawn.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
For fucking Lawn. I can get Stapleton tickets for Lawn for $25. And Stapleton's he's just as big.
He's better.
Hey, I do love me some Chris. I've seen him once. It's fantastic. But yes, loved all that. Let's hit. I mean, okay, let me say this. Is there a song on here that you guys thought should have been added? Because like I said, 2021 wasn't the greatest hit of music, but maybe I missed something.
A
I highly
banger
doubt
for me was Doja Cat and The Weeknd. You right?
I'm not a fan of Doja Cat. I want to say
I love her. Big fan. Probably for more than just her music, but
okay.
Got
So
a
here's the
crush
thing.
on her.
yeah.
I got not in the sense of Doja Cat whenever I saw those explain the lyric videos or whatever
Yeah.
that is to you. I'm sitting there and I'm watching her in a cow outfit. and it goes, "Bitch, I'm not a cat. Bitch, I'm a cow. Moo moo. Bitch, I'm a cow." And I
That was
said,
like her first song.
I was like, nah, this is fucking stupid. I'm not
over
doing
it.
this shit.
I'm
No,
over it.
That's fair.
fucking no. So yeah.
You know what else was a banger?
Bad Habits by Ed Sheeran.
That was a banger. Yeah. The whole Silver
it is.
Scream 2 album from Ice Nine Kills.
Okay, well, yeah.
I was wondering if you could put that on there.
Oh
So I try to keep it a little less bias out of this and say what was more entitled to what should be. But yes, the entire Ice Nine Kills Silver Scream 2 album was fantastic. I could argue almost everything that came out by Eskimo Callboy was
Oh,
fantastic.
dude.
Yeah.
Dude,
They
Their
had
videos. They have the
good-
best videos too.
oh
Yeah.
god.
What's up, Terrell?
What up, T-Pain?
Hey. What's up? What's up?
He said you're trash,
Dude,
dude.
I haven't watched like
didn't
T-Pain
mean that.
in like I haven't watched T-Pain like reactions on shit in so long, and I need to.
Yeah, we have T-Pain in the chat right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Say what's up.
buy me a drink. I need more auto tune. But let's move on.
What's up, Deke?
Oh,
Miss
Deke's
you,
in
brother.
the chat. He said worst songs of 2021. Love the ranking.
You know, I don't think he did too bad, Deke.
I think that's a double entendre. I don't know if he actually enjoyed it. If he says worst and says love the ranking, I don't know. Fuck it. Let's move on. It is time for our other portion of media, Radical Ranking number 2. You guys know me at this point. If it's not music, it's movies.
It's
I was on a
always
movie
movies.
show. It's on a movie show for how long? Love critiquing it. Love doing it. So we're going to talk the top movies of 2021. Again, a lot of it wasn't spectacular, but there were a couple amazing standouts. Some that probably a lot of people didn't even hear of. So this is where I'm getting into. This is where I'm diving in. Let's start off with. Oh, jeez. Let's.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't watch a lot of movies that came out this year.
Oh, not. Oh, well, you were outside a lot.
I was outside a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's start off with one that I know probably a lot of people did not see, unless you have Hulu. But if you have Hulu, then this was a fantastic film for you to check out, especially if you're into creepy shit like me. So, number 5, Censor.
I have Hulu, and I'd never have seen this on there.
So,
Same.
Censor itself, first of all, I'll just say it's 89% on Rotten Tomatoes. The picture itself, which you guys aren't watching, doesn't do it any justice. This itself, I don't know if you can see that or not. No,
not really.
no.
I can try and pull it up here.
But it is one of the creepiest films I have seen in how long. The discography, information on it. A British film censor links a disturbing horror movie to her sister's mysterious disappearance. So her sister goes missing from a time back, and what she's doing is she's just essentially just trying to censor all the stuff out of the creepy, like gory shit. But she ends up going down a major fucking rabbit hole of just, think of fucking Charlie from Always Sunny when he's got all that shit on the back thing. Like, this was her at one point, and it was one of the most visually disturbing films I've seen in a long time. This is coming from a horror fanatic.
We know.
It kept, you should know that. It kept me on the edge of my seat, and it is available to watch on Hulu. So please go see this fucking movie.
I think I'm gonna watch it tonight. You sold me.
I would definitely keep the lights on. That's all I'm saying. If you got a nightlight, fucking 30 or something
sleep
years old,
tonight, you'll blame Austin tomorrow.
I will.
But it is phenomenal just how I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this right. Niamh Algar, who was like the lead actress, phenomenal in this fucking movie. Like, she deserves a fucking award.
If I don't like it, I'm coming after you.
Well, you know what? You can stand in line for how
You gotta find him in the parking
That
lot.
was good.
That audience rating just said 2.9.
Doesn't matter. The audience, a lot of people, some movies, people don't understand shit.
6 out of 10.
I for
89%
one,
He is right.
He's right. Yeah. Okay.
a lot of times I have to dive. I don't just watch a movie like to start. I have to dive into all the shit, all the production, the director, everything before I even see it. So I was already braced for stuff. I mean, when people kind of like just could go into these things, it gives a little bit, but I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt that I think you'll enjoy it, Foreigner. So number 4, it's weird that I'm putting this actor on here, given of one of our benchers extreme. Excuse me, extreme. Okay? Oh yeah, you should know this by now. I got no fucking filter with this. But one of our benchers' extreme hatred for this actor, Steph, I'm looking at you. This is one glorious fucking film featuring Nicolas Cage as the main actor. This is Pig.
I've never heard of this one.
Same. Can I ask everyone in the chat who has seen this? Because I'm curious if anybody else has heard of this.
So I'll go into. So here's the thing. It is, according to IMDb, it's 6.9 out of 10, but the Rotten Tomatoes, 97%. 97 fucking percent. And what happens in this film is that a lot of people thought originally, the premise is that this pig gets taken from Nicolas Cage. And a lot of people thought this was going to be like John Wick, Jason Bourne, like crazy ass action of absolute nonsense of Nicolas Cage going in, trying to get this pig back from all these fucking people. But it has one of the most heartbreaking story character developments I have ever fucking seen. You get thrown into Nicolas Cage's character and you want to fucking cry. You want to hug him. You want to be like, holy shit, because he basically cuts himself off from society. And when the pig gets stolen, he has to re-enter society in order to try to find it. And it's a groundbreaking story, man. A lot of people, when they see this, might think, oh, this is, fucking, what is it, Willy's Wonderland or some shit that he's pulling off again of just some weird shit. But
is this based on a true story?
I don't believe it is.
Damn, they took my pig.
Packer Racker asked, it's about an actual pig?
So what I'm looking at here is that who said the movie's plot was inspired by stories he had heard of truffle hunters who camp on their porches at night with shotguns to fend off competitors.
Based on true story.
Stories, so to speak. But all of this was great. You even had Alex Wolff, who is in this again. Alex Wolff has done some crazy.
And a wolf in one movie.
I know, right? It's storybook revelation. But Alex Wolff, who you all know, is like former drummer of Naked Brothers Band, who's been in some crazy fucking movies.
Wow.
Dude, he's been in.
I forgot about that show.
He was the kid in Hereditary.
Yeah.
He starred in M. Night Shyamalan's Old. He's in this film. Like, he's been in some huge like indie scene movies, and this is just another one, man. It's groundbreaking. I encourage you guys, if you're actually willing to put yourself into this, it's wonderful, to say the least.
And what? This is on Hulu also?
This is on Hulu also.
Hey, Morgan, that's what we're watching.
Morgan, why do you hate Nicolas Cage so much?
Like, why do women hate Nicolas Cage? I don't understand.
He's a wonderful guy.
When I worked at Highmark, we printed out his face and would just put it up everywhere.
When I went to Vegas,
it was random. I don't know why we did it. It was just everywhere.
My friends that lived in Vegas, we went to visit them, and we took a trip out to Laguna Beach. And then when we came back, their friend had posted pictures all around their place of Nicolas Cage.
I think
I guess.
Yeah.
We did something
wackiest faces.
We did something similar to Steph. I don't know if it was for Christmas or for her birthday or something, but we made it entirely all about Nicolas Cage, and she was fucking furious. She was pissed. But yeah, if you're not looking for like the typical like Nicolas Cage like freak out shit, like this is definitely one that you should watch. I highly recommend it.
All right.
Number 3, we're getting into more of like what is a lot of people have seen. This one I believe is still available on Netflix. I watched it with my girlfriend, and it was by far the best animated film of 2021, not being Into the Spider-Verse, because that's just unprecedented. Can't top that. But this is the Mitchells versus the Machines.
No one has heard of this.
I don't know what this is.
You guys have never fucking seen this?
No
haven't
one
seen
has
this one,
heard
no.
of this.
Guys,
except
I am
for you.
telling-
I've never yet seen that.
Again,
Guys.
chat, please tell me, have you heard this movie?
This
It was a slow year
100%.
for movies, I guess.
Guys, 100%. Again, another film, 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, 7.7 out of 10 on IMDb.
Where are you finding these movies that no one has heard of?
This is on Netflix. They're all on fucking shit that you can watch.
Nobody watches Netflix movies anymore. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Deke says
So-
there's 5 movies that he's thinking of, which means 3 are left off.
Jesus. 100%, guys. This is the best animated film of
See,
2021.
Morgan's a huge movie buff, and she still has never heard of this.
Then
She
you guys
likes the
need to get
animated
on
ones too.
this. Vote if you guys are gonna watch one that's animated. Like this is it, 100%.
Well, he's got to watch
The-
Pig first.
Yeah, we gotta watch Pig.
Watch this one first. Obviously, because it's ahead of Pig. So watch this one
that's fair.
first. But the story is amazing. It's essentially just a girl and her family of they're just trying to essentially just find that connection with each other again. The girl is very high tech, very like video sense. She makes all these like web series about her dog. The dog is one of the best fucking parts of this whole movie.
If it has a
He
dog,
fucking-
we're gonna like it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Simple as that. It should be number 1.
Um,
Don't get too
and
Number 2.
the dad is very
Dog
old
with the
fashioned.
blog.
Like he's very like cabin, like make wood kind of shit, just trying to find that sense. And she goes off to gets accepted into this like very high end art school. And so instead of her flying down like it was planned, the dad, in a last ditch effort, makes a road trip effort to have all the family drive her down to the school together. In the cups of this, there is a new
Do you say there's
kind
cucks
of-
in this?
cups.
Oh.
You cuck. In the sense of all this, a new technology has been developed, sort of like AI, that helps you out.
Allen
And the
Iverson?
old. Listen here, fucker. All right, you're on thin
The
ice.
answer.
So the whole portion of this is that the old AI that was used and thrown away gets fucking extremely pissed and ends up taking control of this new like robotic AI system and sends a huge robot invasion to invade the Earth. And it's fucking amazing, to say the least. You even have like different callbacks to different things in the past. It takes control of this giant ass Furby. Like there's a fucking Furby in this that's going all the way back in the days of
Those things creep me out.
Yeah. This is essentially like it's family versus machine. And while the family is cracked in their differential issues and character developments, it's wonderful. And all of it comes to place for such a fantastic film. Please fucking, I can't believe you guys, like, it was promoted on Netflix for how fucking long?
I'm going to tell you that you did not sell me on this movie. I'm sorry.
But it has a dog.
Yeah.
It should help.
It
That
does
only
have a
goes so
dog.
far.
This one we might watch.
You need to. I'm saying. Like, this will, the
Morgan's
effects.
parents still have a Furby.
Oh my God, do they really? I'm telling you this, I haven't had this much fun watching an animated film in so long. Like, you know, the animated films you go and watch in theaters, like, I guess that's cool. I was laughing my ass off in this entire film.
Did
Like,
you
it's,
you saw this on Netflix or in the theaters?
yeah, it's on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
But whenever like you get that animated film in theaters that you want to go see and it doesn't live up to expectations, this is one that I didn't think would have done well, and it blew me fucking away. So please,
Mutiny movie night. We're watching
Mutiny
this.
movie night. There you go.
There we go.
Number 2. This is a bias pick. I don't give a fuck what people say. This, when I first watched
Parents
it,
still have 2 Furbies.
Huh?
It says Josh's parents still have 2 Furbies.
Why do we still have 2 Furbies?
holding on to them just as much as I've held on to this quote unquote series. I own every single movie on DVD.
I'm
This number
surprised this
2
isn't number 1.
I'm telling you. Number 2 is Godzilla vs. Kong.
Wow.
This had me on the edge of my seat the whole fucking way. As big as a fan of both the Godzilla and Kong franchises have been, we were due for a fucking revamp since their 1970 classic movie battle. And wow, did the Monsterverse fucking sell this high. I remember when I heard about that this movie was being developed, I said, I need to know everything. I need to know. And when I heard originally that Adam Wingard, who directed this, made like the Blair Witch Project and all these like low budget horror films, I was like, ah, shit. Like, fuck, it's not going to be good. And damn, like everything about this movie, as a potent Godzilla fan and Kong fan, this was absolutely spectacular. The lighting effects, the colors, the brightness, the creatures fighting off against each other. Yes, there's fucking plot holes. You're going to get fucking plot holes when you got 2 giant ass fucking monsters fighting against each other. Nobody gives a fuck about the plot.
Yeah, exactly. They're watching the fights.
Right. How's the chat feel about this? Godzilla vs. Kong.
You know, I will say this. It had even one of a guest writer write a blog about this film on our site.
Wow.
And I was like, I look back and I was like, huh, I thought I wrote this. I guess not. And that's just as much. It grips you, man. It's just knowing how big these 2 competitors are. This was their rematch in like 40 fucking years. Like, it was spectacular. I loved every portion of it.
Miss Morgan McGee says, meh. What do you have to say to that?
The yo loves.
I would say
Nice.
McGee sounds better because Marie sounds meh.
Pecker Wrecker. I might have to check it out just because the yo loves
Deeks
it.
has much deserving, but the leave-off's about to be hot.
It might. But number 1, I saw this in theaters. I'm not gonna
I might be prepared to fight you. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not giving anything away. Number 1 fucking movie of 2021. I saw this with Bree. Theater packed. Fans fucking screaming and clamoring for more. Spider-Man No Way Home.
Good pick. It was definitely number 1.
There's just something, man. There's something that when you go and see a film like this, even proportions of like just Marvel in general, like when I saw Infinity War, Endgame, all theaters packed. I saw fucking Endgame twice. So that's 6.5 fucking hours or so that I put into this. And when I see the trailer have different components of all the fucking different Spider-Man films, it's essentially like you've grown up through this. So why not put it all on the table and fucking get into it? And that's exactly what it was. And again, I hate because I've literally, all I've wanted to do is just fucking talk about this movie. But I know it's still fairly new and I don't want to spoil anything for people that haven't fucking seen it. But it's every bit of amazing as you would think it is. The plot, the characters, everything. Spider-Man No Way Home, 100% the best movie of 2021.
Oh, yeah. Definitely takes you on a roller coaster ride of emotions.
Oh, yeah.
I still have to see it.
You're salty.
But
So-
Deke put his choice.
So yeah, I'm getting all these. So Dune, mid. The Harder They Fall was okay. The Green Knight, I still haven't seen. So unfortunately, I can't put it on here if I haven't seen it. And the Snyder Cut was okay. Suicide Squad, I know I say this all the time. It would be 6. It would be 6. Suicide Squad would be 6, honestly, in this promotion. I'm
I
100%
did see that
honest.
one. That one was good.
But I watched the Suicide Squad with my girlfriend, and it's hard when all we were drawn to was King Shark. Like, in the like I loved all the characters, but like I was focused on King Shark the whole time. I was like, hand.
I mean, he's a big ass shark. You're gonna be focused.
Big ass shark that was okay. He's a no dumb friends. Like,
He was awesome.
it's just I know Suicide Squad was good. It was
Dude,
I have a lot
Peacemaker
of
was
people-
hilarious too.
dude, I know.
He
And
helped
like
make that movie.
I don't know was it a movie or is it a series that's on HBO
Series
Max?
that's
Yeah,
coming
so
on
I
HBO
have to
now.
check that out. Because I've been trying to get more into like the HBO Max deal.
Mhm.
And I know I have a lot of people though that hate the fucking Suicide Squad movie.
Really?
Like, dude, I know a guy that's a big film buff that I did Survivor with, and he's like, that was probably one of the worst movies of 2021. And I said, whoa, like, what?
Wow.
How, dude? How? And he was just like, it was worse than the. He even went so far as to say it was worse than the first Suicide Squad.
There's no way.
That was like a fucking like, like when you know that you're drunk and you're like, oh, I can keep going, and there's that, you feel that like notion that your knee gives out, and you're like, nope, going down. Like, that's what I felt. I felt like, oh shit, like damn, like I felt like I was just cut down to size. Oh, Deke says I also know idiots. That's not very
I
nice.
agree, Deke. I did have the Suicide Squad and Zack Snyder's Justice League on mine, and then I also included Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
So,
I had
okay,
Space Jam
so
2,
here's-
but I don't think it was that great.
Oh, the fuck! Shut the fuck up. Suicide Squad 2, or not, boss. I'm so fucking real. Space Jam 2 was great for other things other than the fucking plot of Space Jam 2.
That's why
I would.
it was an honorable mention.
So what do you think about Mortal Kombat?
I thought that they did what they could with the, material. I still think that it was a little lackluster.
So first time I watched it, I was like, it was alright. And then the second time I watched it, I really appreciated it more.
I think a lot of people were pissed off that, various characters were left off the list. But, if you watch the whole way through, you can clearly see that they're working on something of a sequel nature.
Right.
A lot of people are like, where's fucking Johnny Cage? Everyone just wants
you
to
gotta
do
start
the fun.
somewhere. Can't just throw everybody.
Yeah, and
in.
like the honestly, it was still an interesting film to say the least. I thought the action scenes were maybe a bit gory in the way of maybe I want to put this in the right sense of words. The death scenes and the gore scenes were Quentin Tarantino-esque, not with the right feel, if that makes sense. Like, they had the initial like gore and blood aspect of it, but I think that they could have been done better.
Yeah.
That's just my personal
what you're
opinion of it. It's definitely not one of my highest films, but I still thought it was a decent watch.
Yeah.
So,
At least people have heard of it.
well, yeah. Mortal Kombat. All right, that's enough of that. Let's get into one that I think will be cherishable by us is our great debate. Every single year, people have the notion of a New Year's resolution. Am I going to lose weight? Am I going to be a better person? Am I going to appreciate the cat that I am trying to get along with?
No,
There's all these different resolutions that come into play. So what I want to do is I want to go through between the three of us what our biggest resolution would be for 2022. It can be related to thoughts on the bench. It can be related to life in general. Whatever the fuck you want it to be. And since Foreigner is here, I don't know if it would be biased for him to start the order or do the order.
However you want to do it. You want me to go?
Yeah, you pick.
Okay.
You know what?
Pick
No,
the
let's do
order.
this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Since you're in here, you would be biased. Deke,
Yeah,
if you're
Deke,
still
you pick
watching the
order.
show, decide the fucking draft order for us.
I also want to know the chat's New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, I make a fucking ploy to lose weight every single year. And, 2 days in, I'm at the gym, I'm doing well. And then
You're
day
looking
3
great.
comes along. And I don't think so, but I appreciate it. Day 3 comes along and you're like, oh man, I really could crave a McDouble right now. Like, I really want to sit down on the couch and watch a whole series. So, I mean, it gets there, but I don't know 100% if everybody's resolution always sticks. I know that the gym is always fucking packed for the first week of New Year's. I don't know if he's still in the chat. He should be. Deke.
He got upset over
Are
your
you
movie
there?
rankings.
If anyone's in the chat, just pick an order, and we'll start the great debate. Or Foreigner can pick.
In the meantime, I can do this.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
He's a magician, too.
I've never seen that. That was amazing.
Fucking hell.
All right, Foreigner, you go first.
Go first? All right. My New Year's resolution is to grow my hockey hair so that I can score more goals.
That is a good one.
Are you saying that you can't score a lot of goals without the hockey
No, but
hair?
to score more, you have to grow the flow. That's how hockey works.
that a
It's
thing?
true. It is true.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how that works. Okay, so grow hockey hair.
Yeah,
Okay.
Grow hockey hair.
Is that hair on your hockey stick? Or
Hair everywhere.
Jesus Christ. All right. All right, then Forager, pick one of us two to go next then.
I'm going to pick you, Austin.
All right, you're going to pick me?
Yeah.
We've been through 61 episodes. And as tiresome as some people might think it'd be, I want the RankKing's court to hit 100 episodes. If the RankKing's court hits 100 episodes, I might do something for Thoughts from the Bench because they took a chance on me. They took a chance on Vo and what we can do. And it's only fair that we give something back. So that's my resolution for 2022 is that I want the RankKing's court to hit 100 episodes.
Let's go,
It's
people.
a good one. We can get there. We're almost there.
We got some new viewers, so hopefully
Just
they'll
gotta
keep
it
tuning
going.
in.
If you guys have any ideas for topics that would help Austin and I out, and Greg and Foreigner, whoever steps in.
I also want to see your New Year's resolutions, people. Come on.
That's a good one, Austin.
I do like that.
I'm going to kind of piggyback off of that. And since I'm the last one to go, I'm going to go my resolution now.
Okay.
You
Well,
ready?
That's
I would
how
hope
it
so.
works.
Buckle up. You ready?
I'm buckled. Clicked
So, since Thoughts from the Bench lost Josh Elsass for a while, or we don't know how long, I want to get better with the video production work. I want to be the next Josh Elsass. Close to
Ooh,
it. Close
damn.
to it. Not eat as much pizza.
Hey, you lay off that man.
You can
That
eat
man put his
tacos.
body on the line every Tuesday to fucking share the glorious amount of pizza.
Yeah.
That was in Pittsburgh.
No, but I would like to learn how to do the animations and more things like that.
I like
Okay.
it.
Make the show better so we can get to that 100th episode.
I love it.
I love that, man. So what we're going to do now, it is currently about to be 7:25. I am going to chug this beer until it is 7:25.
Chug, chug, chug.
Oh, well, that was kind of lame. All right, well, 725. I thought it would be.
Woo! Go
Yay!
Austin.
But what we're going to do, I'm going to probably need another beer, but we are going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with our top 10 ranking of the evening. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss it.
Let's dive right into sports, as I have strong opinions on that. Which college team could beat a professional team in the same sport right now?
Okay.
There is not a single answer that is better than the LSU Tigers defeating the Cincinnati Bengals.
Even if I know the pitch that's coming, every other part of me is still normal.
That's why it's frustrating for me, Greg.
It's like okay, if I know what something is coming, I know ahead of time. I still have to be able to do the action to get the result that I need.
Okay, so they won 3 games in 10 years with 3 rebuilds.
I don't lose at arguments. All
Especially about fast food. So yeah.
You will never walk alone. Guess what? Now you will. Coronavirus.
I barely touch my girlfriend's cat. The most I'd be willing to do is like just kind of put my finger on its forehead and just like.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, with us is Alex Kazor from Steelers Depot.
We are live with Ryan Smith, professional cornhole player in the ACL. Ryan,
What all franchises were you able to work with in the NHL?
With Phoenix, Carolina, and Detroit.
So here is Moorhead's ranking. Moorhead is my cousin. He is the rank king.
Higher
Top 10 extra Power Rangers.
Oh.
Okay.
This is the top 10 emo songs of the 2000s.
There's only one correct answer for number 1.
But
Why is F is for Family better than Futurama when Futurama is like Star Wars for potheads? Like
I know.
I'm
Well, I think
we have one or two that are mad in the chat.
You're welcome for that.
Okay, we're gonna get banned.
All right, gang. When it comes to 2021, there were some crazy fucking things that happened. And I didn't want to do this as a head-to-head because I wanted this to be more of an enjoyable experience for all of us instead of, deciding who has the bigger dick here. But it all goes in retrospective. This year, while not as crazy again as 2020, has been absolutely insane. And these are the top 10 craziest moments of 2021. Let's start off with number 10. Going back to kind of the beginning of 2021, this is the Weeknd's Super Bowl performance.
Start off the year, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was okay. I've
Here's
seen
the
better.
thing. Okay, here's the thing. A man put how much of his own fucking money into doing this
I didn't know that.
because they weren't going to give him any.
Oh, wow.
And you can, he put most of it was his own money. And again, like I looked at this performance and I said, we got to go see The Weeknd. Like, this is insane. Like, if this is what he's doing for this, I can't imagine him in concert. Like,
Yeah.
it's going to be splendid. And while the Super Bowl was lackluster, I think the Super Bowl show itself was a pride and joy to see the least. I will say watching with my parents was very interesting because they were just like, what is this? Why do they all have masks? Why do they all have bandages on their face? Why are they all doing what's going on here? And I'm just like, it's like when my dad took me to see the original Avengers for my birthday a while back. So this was like 9 years ago was the original Avengers, 2012, I think. And he's just like, what are all, like, he didn't pay attention to the whole damn film. And then as soon as these like giant worms start coming out, he says like, what's going on? I'm like, literally, if you fucking ruin this for me, I'm going to kill you. Please just let me enjoy this shit. Like,
damn.
It's like, I mean, like, so my dad like always used to like take us for a movie or something. While that one wasn't as great, I think the best one was when he took Ian to see the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. when it first came out, and all he could remember was "All Hail Plankton." I think it's fucking hysterical. But yes, the Weeknd Super Bowl performance at number 10 was spectacular. Number 9. What the fuck was going on with the Suez Canal? What the absolute fuck?
Oh, yeah.
The whole cargo ship getting turned fucking diagonal so that it blocked off everything. This was huge for like news outlets and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
with
just
the economy
thinking,
a little bit.
And this is me thinking, like way back in like 2010 or so when I was like younger, and I was like, we're gonna have fucking we're gonna have like electric cars that fly,
remote control cars.
yeah, fuck you, electronic cars that fly, and some currency like Bitcoin, which came true, but we can't even fucking get a goddamn ship for a goddamn canal. Like,
do you
what
see
the
how
hell?
small that canal is, though?
You see
how big the ship is?
Lengthwise, but it's not supposed to go. It's not Tetris. You don't fuck up a
basically
spot.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this
it
was like
trying a new route.
How
This
long was
was
it
like-
stuck there? I forget. Do you remember?
at least a day, I think, trying to get people through and shit. It was nuts. But yeah, I don't know what the hell this was. I know that news outlets ate it the fuck up. Number 8, the royal family Oprah interview.
I didn't see that.
This was basically, this was like, Harry and Meghan and everything. They're trying to divulge the secrets of the royal family to Oprah. And shockers, to say the least. Like, we never pictured that the royal family was like this from what it was in this interview. Like, it was absolutely insane, to say the least. I know that a lot of people, unless like people actually like were into the royal family and everything, a lot of people really wouldn't have tuned into this, but you can just imagine already like how much pressure is under you getting something like this, like not like getting, but like inheriting the spot. And when it becomes too much, when it becomes too crazy, all people want to do is ever just pull out. Like, that's what they want to do. And this actually happened, and that was a shocker enough. So people were wondering why. And you found out in this interview just how crazy the royal family really fucking is, man.
Yeah, I don't know too much about this one.
Yeah,
So.
I didn't even know about it.
I know they left the royal family, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's as much as I know. Yeah.
I did hear that. I didn't see the interview
Well,
or anything.
well, just know that like secrets were divulged and shit was crazy and just absolutely nuts. Number 7, one that we definitely know. And I just got a notification that John Madden, I think, just died. So that's sad. Fuck.
Damn. Somebody did
Deke
say
said that in the chat,
yeah.
but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, died at the age of 85. Fuck. That's
crazy.
upsetting.
Sad.
Pecker
Damn.
Wrecker says that the royal family is reptilians, I believe.
This goes back to the conspiracy of all the shit of replacing all the wealthy with reptilian species. So that goes along with it. I appreciate that. Number 7, Certified Lover Boy versus Donda. This
CLB.
was big.
CLB.
Let's go.
I 100%. You guys say CLB?
CLB.
Fuck you.
Let
It's Donda. It's Donda, hands
you.
down. Fuck you. This is
Fuck
exactly
you, buddy.
like the interest of, oh, fuck you, little pecker whacker, fuck you. This is what I'm telling you. Donda had the essence of just one of the most breathtaking listens that anybody could have ever had. I still listen to half the songs on this album, just how amazing it is.
Donda is
And you're
trash.
telling me in Certified Lover Boy that you barely listened to the most popular song on it.
Donda,
You did say
trash.
that. You did say that.
Donda is trash. It's trash.
And why is Certified Lover Boy?
I said what I
so
said.
better? Is it just
I
because
said
of the
what I
features?
said.
You're gonna just fucking argue me with the fucking features?
I'm just kidding. I actually never listened to CLB.
No. Donda 100% took the reins because you had the whole battle of Kanye versus Drake and the beef between the two of them. And fucking Kanye drops Donda, and it's just like, wow. It's like one of the most spiritual listenings that you'll ever fucking actually experience. Come to life 100%. I still listen to this song. I like wake up like rising like the Undertaker, like, yeah, come to life. Like it's wonderful.
I don't doubt that at all.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, let's move on with that. Number 6, Pete and Kim. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, did not see this coming at all.
This was
Strange.
this is crazy.
He's getting all the girls, man.
Dude, it's really it's terrible. But someone put the you guys remember like the salad finger hands or whatever that thing is?
Yeah.
They like they put like hair on it and shit. Like, look, it's Pete, and I was like, no. This was
That'd be a good one.
This was shocking to say the least, because you go from Kanye West to this guy, and it's just like, what's going on here?
To be fair, Kanye is not all there.
Oh well, yeah, he's never all there, but a lot of people argue the greatest music produced is from people that are off the meds.
That is true.
But yeah, this was as big to the point where, Kim hosted SNL. She hosted fucking SNL, for Christ's sake. And we had this weird ass Aladdin scene with Davidson and her. It's just like, what the shit is going on? But it was shocking, at least. And you still have Kanye that's like kind of pleading that whole case, like, Kim, come back. It's just heartbreaking to see. And Pete Davidson's just like, it's whatever happens. I listen to the Jonas Brothers inside of Walmart. It's from Pete Davidson. Like, it's. I do love it.
That was a spot-on impression.
I would like to think so. I've seen. Bree and I watched the what we thought was going to be a good Jonas Brothers roast on Netflix or whatever, and it was literally Pete Davidson stole the show. He's like, "Oh, look at this, the Jonas Brothers. They're great, and I'm drunk, and all this stuff." And it was very PG to say the least. I thought it was very bad. So, number 5, #free Britney.
Free Britney.
So
It's
for
about
those,
time, right?
Yeah, like the holy shit. This whole crazy thing with Britney Spears that was going on, and believe me, Brie kept me on track of just how nuts this thing was, to the point where like people were going through her TikToks and seeing what she was wearing.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, well, if you need help, wear this color next. And she would wear that color next. We're like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? Like all this. But she's finally free, man. She's finally fucking free. And man, it really gives to the point where like the one guy, we're like, leave Britney alone. Like,
do you think that it would have played out a lot differently had it not been for social media?
oh, dude, hell no. Like, I mean, well, yes, I should say, I realize what you're saying. It would have played out entirely if social media was not involved, because social media was such a huge proponent of this, of just people like just constantly like, I don't want to say that people don't have lives. So like when people don't have something that they're like doing or whatever, they turn to social media and try to find out all the craziest things that they can.
Yeah.
And this was one of them, man.
And they're passionate about it, so they keep going.
Mm-hmm.
They keep doing the hashtags, make shirts, signs. So social media definitely had a big role in that.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Number 4.
We want some hashtag RankKing's courts. Let's go. Hit the Twitters.
That shit.
Number the ranking.
Hashtag thoughts from or
hashtag fuck you. Fuck that shit. Hashtag impeach the ranking, piece of shit. Number 4. This was huge for the announcement of it. I watched the actual thing and thought it was okay. Number 4, the Friends reunion.
It was nice. It
was
better.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It could have been, I mean, probably a different host. I hate James Corden with fucking burning passion. Fucking hate him. Especially with that whole shit where, like, I don't know if you guys were seeing that all the things where he would dress up in like Disney outfits with a whole bunch of people and block traffic.
Yeah.
You can imagine you're like your 9 cars back. You're like, if I'm late to work one more fucking time, I'm gonna get fired.
Probably
Fuck
the same
you.
street every time. They're like, oh
Get
no, not again.
Get Cinderella and her fucking onion ass ball out of the fucking street so I could go make $9.25 an hour. This is bullshit. But yeah, I mean, because people had not seen anything of Friends since the ending of the show. So when HBO Max dropped the ball that there was going to be a fucking reunion, everybody lost their shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everyone was like, I can't wait to see all my favorite characters and everything. And I will say that I do think that Jennifer Aniston, I think, said she regretted doing it.
Really?
I think in a thing. I think that's what she said.
Wow.
But overall, it was just nice to see all the memories from when you were growing up kind of rehash themselves out in a very interview style thing. And I thought it was very well done.
Yeah. Mom, what did you think of the Friends reunion? Please comment.
It's funny that you say
big Friends fan.
She was. I remember
my
watching it as a little child.
Yep, that's how it was. My mother would always watch Friends, and that's where I found it. That's where I found the passion of it. With also programs like Days of Our Lives. You know, that was
Right.
Yeah. I don't think my mom got too into the soap operas, but every
my
once in a
mom
while she
loved
would
those.
turn them on.
It was like that one, and I can't remember. She watched Frasier. I was like big proponent of
Morgan
Frasier and the
started
Golden
watching
Girls.
Seinfeld. She's a big Seinfeld.
She just
fan.
started watching Seinfeld?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I
the
tried to watch
hell?
Seinfeld, and then I couldn't get into it.
What
I'm
are you
not lying,
doing?
It's not bad. It's
Yeah, I don't know.
I watched
It's a
it
show
with her.
about.
I was
It's a
like,
show about-
I'm gonna watch something a little better.
It's a show about nothing. What are you doing? Jesus fucking damn
My
it!
mom said she was kind of disappointed with the Friends reunion.
Yeah, like I said, the actual notion of it was, I think, what really tipped the iceberg of how exciting it was, and we got what we maybe it was a little lackluster, but it was still decent to see.
Did you see
number 3?
Sorry.
No,
I
you're
was
good.
just
Go
gonna
ahead.
ask if you saw the Fresh Prince reunion.
I did not see the Fresh
Okay.
Prince reunion.
I was gonna
need
say
to.
I wish the Friends reunion was kind of more like that one.
Yeah,
So check that one out. It's pretty good.
I will have to check that one out. Number 3, Simone Biles drops out of the Olympics.
That was wild.
This is fucking crazy, man, right? Like, this is when the proponent of like mental health started making its way like into like you actually started like experiencing what people were going through on the daily and shit. But you know, it's really kind of like in more of the toxic route where people like are like, why she makes this so much, why is she like, you don't fucking know what these people are going through.
Right.
You know, how many experiences where I like related this, like me, like she's done this and worked for this how long, and you have to think that it means something to her if she drops out of the whole fucking thing, right? Like,
oh yeah,
and you have to experience that with like different aspects of like even stuff in the NFL, like Lane Johnson, Calvin Ridley, them being like, I can't do this, and people were just like, why you make so much fucking money, like that shouldn't you know, fuck off, shut up, you don't know what these people are fucking going through. And I think the aspect of Simone dropping out of the Olympics because of mental health, it brought mental health more in an aspect of, in I would like to say in the more positive realm. I'm very like, I was like very okay with her doing it, and
yeah,
I
think a lot of
really
people were.
Yeah,
it seemed like she had a very positive reaction.
Yeah, and you just have all the fucking trolls and shit that just
always,
that's what they
yeah.
are,
Yeah.
trolls. So
like CLB.
They're peasants.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you. Fuck you, peasants. Fuck you. Number 2, Taylor's version. Taylor Swift exploded on the mainstream when it found out that not only was she making essentially a redone version of Red all into her aspect. But we got a huge 10-minute fucking essentially music episode of her relationship with Jake Gyllenhaal. And it was wow. Like it was crazy. It was nuts. I mean, like you had to she cast like Dylan O'Brien, I think, as Jake Gyllenhaal, which is crazy enough to say the least. And you had all the issues of age difference, of what this is going to do and how it's affected Jake Gyllenhaal's life and Taylor's life. And I feel like Charlie from, again, always says fucking so much shit. It's just a fucking Toro. It's crazy. It's fucking nuts. And then number one. The number one craziest thing that happened in 2021 was right in our own homes. You could watch it at any point. You could still watch it. Squid Game.
This is your number one?
This is number one.
This
yes.
right here.
Do you have any idea how fucking groundbreaking this was?
Yeah. There's more groundbreaking things that have happened.
Okay. You're telling me that this TV show that was developed for us to watch, that kids were like, we're going to go play the games of Squid Game, but you could have done that already, but they just didn't fucking know it because people don't teach people shit anymore. You're telling me this isn't deserving of number one? I'm fucking curious to see what deserves to be number one.
I got a couple things.
You got a couple things?
Go ahead and explain Squid Game.
But
I don't want to take that from you.
I appreciate that. You can't take a lot of things from me, including this crown. It's on my head. And
glued to his head.
Glued straight on. But Squid Game, it revolutionized fucking people, man. Like, it literally was like the one thing. This is the one thing that was almost similar to like Stranger Things when it dropped. Because people were like, I can't stop talking about this. I can't stop. Like, this is it. This is all we can do.
It's kind of like
this
Tiger King was last year.
Exactly. Like, this was all over social media, all over TikTok, all over Twitter, Instagram, whatever the fuck you want to say. This was everywhere. And you're telling me it doesn't deserve number one? I'm curious as shit.
I mean, I definitely get what you're saying. It definitely was a big proponent in popularity and then the public, I get it.
So what are some of yours?
I'm
very curious to know what I might have missed.
The number one is definitely that I made my debut on this show. That right there should have been number one. So I'm a little offended.
I might be ego-driven, but I get it.
It's a little biased, but yeah.
Yeah. Then there's the Capitol riot.
Yeah, that was.
Did you watch It's Always Sunny? Did you watch that?
Yeah.
Did you watch the first episode of this season?
I didn't. I didn't.
You need to.
You have to. It explains the whole. It's a recap of this year, basically.
Oh, really?
I had my mom sit down and watch it.
Yeah. I was dying watching it.
It's so good.
Okay,
add that to your list.
So the Capitol riot, I could have. Okay, so yeah, that was fucking nuts.
And then the last
go ahead.
The last thing that I don't know if you guys know this, but crazy. DJ Khaled and Fat Joe made OnlyFans accounts.
I did not know that.
And you're picking Squid Games?
I don't think that'd be number one.
No.
But definitely.
I told you what number one would be.
I had one that.
Wait, so
I would not. I didn't know that.
Right?
It's just an hour-long loop of like DJ Khaled. Donate to my OnlyFans. DJ Khaled.
The one I had was Michigan took down Ohio State.
So
it's been what, nine seasons now?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I thought about that one for a little bit. I know. I'm when I get in my ways, I get set in my ways and I put them in there. Capital Riot maybe could have been put on here. I tried
Yeah,
to stay
feel
away
like
from everything negative, but I do understand it. And Michigan beating Ohio State, that was, I think I was at work when I actually saw that. And I was just like, oh shit, they did it.
Yeah,
They fucking finally did it.
I have
It took Harbaugh how many fucking years? And when everyone thought he should have been fired, but he finally fucking did it.
Yeah,
Woo.
I have this Michigan wristband, and I was sitting in court the other day, and the one sheriff like slid me a note, and I like opened it. It said "Go Blue" on it. I started cracking up. I was like, what? I thought he was like sending a warrant or something. It's like "Go Blue." I was like, all right.
About to get arrested.
Yeah, right.
You had another one, didn't you?
That's no.
I thought the Pens.
Oh yeah, I didn't write that one down. That's why. The Pens being sold was another big one for sports.
Yeah.
LeBron, part owner.
Fenway Sports Group, LeBron, part owner. We'll see how that turns out. So far, pretty much the same, but
definitely curious to see how it goes.
Yeah. Other than that, I think you got most of them.
Yeah, again, like 2020 definitely was like the crazier of the shit. I remember putting in like just like catastrophic event after catastrophic event after catastrophic
that was pretty
event.
crazy. So at least it kind of died down a little.
I would like to think so. I'd like to, let's hope it stays that way and goes more into the positive as 2022 rolls around.
More reunions for TV shows, things like that for this upcoming year.
Oh, well then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to another electric episode of the Rank. Don't fucking pick up that gavel yet. I'm not done. I'm not fucking done yet.
What gavel?
What gavel?
There's a gavel here?
They might not see what you're doing, but I see what you're doing. Look up that camera right to your...
Vo told me.
Told him to get ready.
You look at that camera right up to your left, right. I see you. I fucking see what you're doing. I'm Big Brother in this fucking bitch. But yes, thank you again, everyone, for tuning in to the final episode of the RankKing's score for 2021. We hope that we can deliver just as much of success, strive, creativeness, chaotic nature that we always plan on showing you. And Josh, I love you. Thank you for being on the show. I know I harp on you from time to time, stealing my shit, but you are a wonderful addition to the show when we can put you on, and I'm very thankful for that.
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it.
No problem. So catch us. I'm going to be that stereotypical. Catch us next year as we deliver more wonderful content to all of you. All of the wonderful shit that we love to put on here and wonderful stuff that we love to say, love to do, and don't get fucking censored for it because it's fucking amazing. This is the RankKing's Court signing off. Court is adjourned.